We begin in Greenville, where police are investigating a shooting that left one man wounded. Not many details are being released at this time, but Police Chief Marcus Turner says the shooting happened Thursday afternoon in the area of South Colorado Street and East John. The victim was taken to a local hospital. No suspect or motive have been given. If you have any information about this shooting, you can contact the Greenville Police Department. Also in Greenville, the streets were filled with gang activity back in the early 90s, and it was Brother Matt from Sacred Heart Church who made a difference by reaching out to young men through athletic activities. Delta News reporter Tony Fruits took to the streets to find if there is anyone today who compares to Brother Matt.
We went out remembering and looking for another man in Greenville like Joseph Matthias Connors, a man who worked with youth gangs in the community to help them stay off the streets. The Greenville Chief of Police, Marcus Turner, didn't know of anyone. So we went to Brother Matt's, as he was called, old church and spoke with 80-year-old retired Father Thomas Mullally after 53 years in the ministry and asked did anyone pick up the torch.
I don't think no one did, at least around Sacred Heart.
Before we began talking about some of the things Brother Matt had done, he reminded me that he was called to the religious life as a brother.
You take 3 vows: poverty, chastity, and obedience.
The father then said he began as a cook, parish work, and other ministries. When he came to Greenville around 1990, he began his ministry working with gangs. The father said the parish had a gym also used for roller skating, and he knew the kids in the area and they respected him. Father Mullally did say he had been involved with the youth and prison ministry for the last 53 years up until COVID. He said during prison ministry, he would always ask the inmates one simple question.
I always would ask a young man, when you commit that crime, were you active in any church? And they always say, no, Father.
He then directed us to a friend and a church member of Brother Matt's, Jacqueline Davis, who's been a member of Sacred Heart since 1952. Mrs. Davis didn't want to speak on camera, but she referred to Brother Matt as the Good Samaritan. She even spoke about Brother Matt in a book that was written honoring him. She said not only did he help with gang activity, he won Angel Among Us Award for contributions to the community, the Jake and Fred Astein Award. He carried the torch through Greenville for the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. He drove the church bus, helped the courtesy committee. Just a warm and likable person. He also helped create an amnesty program between the Greenville police and local gangs. We asked Father Mullally what would he say to the youth today.
Get on your knees and seek God out. What is God calling you to do?
In Greenville, Tony Fruits, the Delta News.